Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to be with you today. My name is Ruth, this is Damian.
Hello.
And we're talking to you from ProvenWorks, a British Salesforce ISV partner. Now, we've been a partner since 2009. We're a proud member of Pledge 1%, which means that we give non-profit and higher ed discounts on all of our solutions. And you can find out more about us and all of our solutions on the Salesforce AppExchange. Today, we're going to be talking to you specifically about one of our solutions called AddressTools. Just before we dive in, this lovely photo you can see behind the text here is not a stock photo. It's actually a photo of our office, which is located on the University of Reading campus. So we really mean it when we say we live and breathe universities. We work on one, we eat on one, we hang out on one. And it also means that we hire loads of students, we hire loads of grads, and we have our finger on the pulse when it comes to universities, and we love working with them. But over to you, Damian. What are we doing today?
Thanks, Ruth. So we are going to be taking you on a journey through time and space, at least a very brief one. And we're going to be basically following Ruth on her path through university, starting off as an interested student all the way to graduation and beyond. And we're going to be doing that through the lens of AddressTools, our AppExchange solution, focusing on postal address verification and also a little bit of territory management as well. So how does your journey start there, Ruth?
Yeah, so I'm really interested in connected university. I think it's going to be the place for me. My parents are pretty old school, so they actually want to receive a physical prospectus in the mail. So I just want to request a prospectus if that's okay.
Okie doke. So we've got a digital experience page here using Salesforce Experience Cloud that basically plugs information that an external user can put into Salesforce directly into the Salesforce org. So we're going to do a prospectus request here, which is going to be created as a lead in the Connected University Salesforce org. So put in a little bit of data there. What's your address there, Ruth?
Yeah, so I live in Kestrel Court in Liverpool, L23 6TQ.
L23 6TQ. Great. So as you'd expect, we put in a postcode and we've got a list of addresses here. What's your apartment number?
Number 2.
Great, there we go. Select the address, populates into the fields. So this is using the AddressTools flow component to allow us to search globally for local postal authority values that we can insert directly into the Salesforce org, allowing the end user, in this case, a prospective student, to search for their own address against local postal authority verified sources. And we've ended up with a verified address. We know this is a good Royal Mail address in this case, and it's all standardized to the way that the Royal Mail wants it to be. What's your intended level of study there, Ruth?
Undergrad.
Undergrad, year of study,
No, next year.
course, and subject area of interest.
Zoology.
Zoology. Oh my God. This is timed, all the way to the bottom, and zoology. There we go. And preferred teaching format?
I've got to be in person, right?
Now that you can, absolutely. So let's go ahead and submit. So now we've submitted that form, and that's going to create a new lead in the Connected University org. So let's take a look very quickly before we look at that. What was it, L23 6TQ, at what happens in Google Maps? So out of the box, Salesforce provides Google Maps API, which is a search functionality for addresses, but unfortunately it's not backed by postal authority data. And it's okay in the US, but it does fall down pretty poorly abroad. And here we've got a search here, and we don't have that full list of addresses. We've got 5 addresses based on that postcode. We don't have the Kestrel Court apartments. So the user would have to manually key in those values, which opens the door for bad, miskeyed address information, and that prospectus potentially going astray. So let's take a look in Salesforce now. So this is the Connected University org that's connected to that digital experience. And let's refresh our list of leads. And great, now we've got Ruth as a new lead, and we can take a look at it. So here's our lead, and if we scroll down, we can see the address information that's been populated there, and we can also see that verified status. We know this is a good address, so we're happy to send that prospectus out. And we can also see a region student rep that's been populated here. So basically what's happened is AddressTools has taken a look, in this case, at the county value here, the state province value in Salesforce, seen Merseyside, and then populated a value. If we hop over to our region object for Merseyside, we can see that's where that data point lives, linked to a user record in this case that's been automatically populated, so that individual can be notified by report or automation to reach out to Ruth about her interest in Connected University. And is that what happened?
Yeah, so Jennifer reached out, invited me along to an event. I was sold, I got my prospectus, it looked great, and I ended up going to Connected University.
Amazing.
In fact, It's been 3 years and I've graduated from Connected University with my
Well, that was quick.
BSc in zoology.
Outstanding. Okay, so let's fast forward then those 3 years and let's take a look. And now we've got a contact record in the same org. So now Ruth has been converted. She's gone 3 years down the road. She's a contact now. She's a alum with a degree, amazing, in zoology. And we can see that we've got a record here. She's now in New York. Awesome. And she's been added to an alumni group in that area. And we've got a different student rep if she wanted to get involved in ambassador activities. So what took you to New York?
Yeah, so the Bronx Zoo called me up, and I had to jump on that opportunity, right? So it's been touch and go, but yeah, I ended up moving to New York.
Okay.
In fact, though, Damian, it's not worked out quite as I'd have hoped. It's been fulfilling. It's been great. Not great for the bank account. So I'm actually going to be moving to the West Coast, to California.
Even better.
To become a hedge fund manager.
Oh, Ruth, you monster. Okay, well, let's get your address updated anyways. So you're in New York now, so you've rung up and we've got an agent here who needs to modify the address. So this is another one of our components, our detail page component. If we hit edit here, we're going to get access to that same search functionality with global postal authority data inside Salesforce. So where have you moved to in California?
Yeah, 7011 Marymount Way, Goleta, California.
All right, 9011 Marymount Way.
Damian, no, not 7011.
Oh, sorry. Okay, does 9011 not exist then?
It doesn't, the street doesn't go that high.
Oh, it doesn't go that high. Okay, so here we've got an address that doesn't exist. And what does AddressTools do with that? It's going to present us options based on our query of addresses that do exist. So we meant this street in Goleta, so we can select that. And we're going to get now a list of USPS addresses that do exist based on the query that we've provided. And there's 7011 Marymount Way. Sorry about that. Okay, we've populated that data in. Let's go ahead and save that. And let's see what that updates on the record. So now we've got our new address. Excellent. Verified. We know it's a good postal address. But now we're in the US West Coast alumni group. So Ruth can get reached out to about donor activities, events, and things like that on the West Coast. And we've also got a new student rep for that region of the West Coast of the United States, Sally Recruiter. Excellent. And let's take a look very quickly at Google Maps just for that same query, right? 9011 Marymount Way.
Damian, 7011.
Oh, but it's here. And there's a pin in the map.
Well, it doesn't exist.
Problematic,
the
right? The
street doesn't go that high.
So it's very easy, unfortunately, with Google to put in information for addresses that doesn't actually exist. It's not going to give us any queries. So is that the end of your journey? End up in California?
Funny story. So zoology, I tried it. Hedge fund management wasn't for me. But I think I found the solution, and it's actually going back to do a postgrad, to do a master's.
Okay.
I'm looking at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and I think the creative writing master's is going to be the course for me, Damian.
Excellent.
I'm feeling it.
All right. Well, let's get you applied. So let's hop over to the University of Alabama at Birmingham's graduate school application portal. This is a live digital experience page, and we can create a guest account here for Ruth. Leave that information blank now, but we can put in the address. It's 9011 Marymount Way, right?
Damian, 7011 Marymount Way.
Oh, yeah, but we're not allowed to put in 9011 because UAB are using AddressTools here. So again, we're presented with good address information, and this graduate applicant is not going to be able to put in 9011 Marymount Way like you can in Google Maps, and they're going to be presented with good addresses that they can put in to make sure that that prospectus or that information about the graduate application goes to the right place. I think they had some stats about their experience, right?
Yeah, so University of Alabama at Birmingham have seen their returns mail reduced by over 50% since they started using AddressTools.
Amazing.
So what have we done today? Well, we've taken everyone here through a journey using AddressTools of a prospective student through to a graduate and through to a postgrad application. We've looked at requesting a prospectus on a digital experience. We've seen how we can use additional functionality in AddressTools to populate our custom fields, our region reps, our other values there. And we've seen AddressTools in action on a real life digital experience with one of our customers, the University of Alabama at Birmingham. Our tool is called AddressTools. We are ProvenWorks. My name is Ruth. This is Damian. It's been a pleasure to be with you here today. Thanks very much.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.